Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Zibbity zabbity. Yeah, get it, baby. Enjoy. Oh my gosh. What a day. What a day. Oh, good gravy. The work, I was very tired at work. I finished most of my stuff. I'll catch up tomorrow. It's fine. I paced pretty well. Then I took my test. I did great, but it was 3 hours long. I'm very tired. Project management. I'm the king of project management. Now we just got our little Sebastian. Still having trouble with Sam's proportions. It's just not looking right. Now the eyes look too small. He's being a real hassle. He's acting up again. Yeah, just after I did my test, I ate like 1 billion calories. Holy moly. The topic was project management. Bunch of nerd stuff. But I crushed it. Oh, hello.
Forgot my fault right here, my fault.
I keep forgetting her. She ain't nothing.
Tied around my neck.
Put it in a Stanley and tie the Stanley around your chest.
Like a baby carrier.
Yeah, I'm not against that for just things, you know.
Like a purse, baby carrier purse.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Your tongue. If the girl's interested.
Yeah, yeah. Sebastian actually doesn't have any sprites on the wiki where his mouth is open. That sprite or that portrait I posted the other day from Concerned Apes dev blogs from like 2013, that might have had some open mouth sprite. I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with that one though. I'll just use Harvey. This is gonna overlap for sure. Before you take the test, you do some verification to make sure your environment's good, but it was just one of those days where like I kept dropping shit. I felt like a real doofus. I really wish I would stop getting those little fidgety zoomy things, but I don't really know what to do about that. I'm not gonna try to get accommodations made where like, oh, I get it to get up and move around because that sounds like a lot of effort and it's not that bad, but I just feel like an idiot. For the first part of the test, I was very calm because I was super tired. Like I was getting very sleepy. I had to make sure I didn't accidentally zonk out, but then I perked up later on. One thing that does soothe my zoomies is how I take the test. So if I look through every problem first and I answer what I can, kind of quickly, then I feel better because it's like I know what's coming up. I don't do it too quickly because I don't want to accidentally answer something wrong because I missed a word. And then just kind of, for some reason, gloss over it. Yeah, there's some questions where I read it, I just don't process it, so I move on. Especially today. Oh my god, it was so long. I wonder if anyone's ever, or someone has probably fallen asleep at some point. Just maybe they had a hard time getting a good time in to take the test. I know I've done them pretty late, and I hate those. Like basically getting the test done at like 11 is really, really late for me. It's never been the case where I finish the test and I'm tired. It's always like I finish the test and I've perked up. So I like to give myself at least an hour. Just an hour of playtime. Next class is writing based, which I hate writing, but this one maybe it'll be easier. I've been getting faster at shitting out business writing. Oh my god. I haven't felt the need to use ChatGPT for any of this stuff. We do use Grammarly. They basically just reference Grammarly, like it shits out a number based off like how many errors it feels it needs to correct, and then that's how some of these tasks are graded. So I just throw shit in Grammarly and kind of fix it up in there just to get the number good. I like to get it at 90. It's like 0 to 100. So I'm assuming that's just like percentage or whatever. Yeah, yeah, it would be percentage. A lot of people don't like the fact that they do use Grammarly, and I get that because then it's like, well, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I here? Just get the clanker to do it, you know? So, I mean, I'm all for not writing too. But I guess it's trying to teach. I brought this up to someone who was over for the holidays, and they mentioned, oh no, this stuff is like, the merit in this. They weren't saying, oh, it's good to have this writing, but they were saying the merit in this is teaching soft skills, or at least forcing you to consider soft skills. Because there's a lot of little lunatics in business, little freaks, little fucking weirdos, little monsters, and not in like the cute Lady Gaga way. Just horrible pieces of shit. They're like, well, let's just at least mention some stuff. So maybe they have to think about, I don't know. I don't even want to know. Oh gosh. Oh. Something fell against my neck. It was my other earbud. I thought it was a big old bug. I'm gonna open up an old drawing. I'll open it up in paint because I don't want to open it up here. Let's see. As a reference for maybe how I want to color these, or I guess render them. Pictures. I'm basically gonna try to render. I'm gonna consider rendering them like this little clown character I have, because I have mixed opinions about it, but my hubby likes it. And I didn't have anything else as a stand-in, and at first I wasn't gonna use like a picture, but I didn't like thinking about hair and facial expressions. It's just annoying. Like even even though you're told you look fine, it's just hard not to think about it. So I opted for some sort of drawing, and my hubby was like, "Oh no, that looks good." It's like, okay, I'll go with that, I guess. Even though this isn't my main, my duck girl is my main, but if I waited to have a duck girl, then I'd be stalling. I haven't drawn the duck girl. Actually, no, I do have a duck girl drawing. I want to change her though. Her beak is too sharp. It doesn't look like a duck. I may have just um not realized that I wanted to make her a duck when I drew that. I think I can open it up. Let me go see. I have a couple drawings of her actually. I'll open up some of them. I want to look at them as a reminder. Let me let's see. I know there's at least these two. But yeah, this is the first time I drew her, and then this is the first time I drew her. Oh no, she kind of looks like she's got some duck shit here. I thought this was spikier. I faintly remember this being spikier because of the style choices I was picking. But yeah, I made her here with her first outfit that I put her in. She's rainbow, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. That was my goal. And then I have her again. I wanted to make her holding her baby. It's one of her ugly ass little babies. I think this one's name is Pot Roast. The girl in quotes, I don't know, she wears pink, whatever. Her name is Egg Roll. So I got Pot Roast and Egg Roll. They're my babies. But here's me and my baby boy. I've been giving my kids in the game lore because it makes it more fun to at least interact with them. Otherwise, I literally wasn't even interacting with them. But now when my character wakes up, I pretty consistently go and say hello to them. I don't seek them out all the time, but they're generally on my way out the door. So it's pretty easy to catch them. I've given them little lore in my head where like, oh, the boy likes this and then the girl likes this. Really, this is who they're maybe friends with. That's one thing that's kind of hard to reconcile is like the little baby characters are babies forever, but also the kids in the village are kids forever. So it's like, okay, well, do you see the babies as older and then the kids as normal age or like the same age, or do you age all of them up? Because I've seen stories where people they age up the existing kids so that they can have their kids be older and have more agency, autonomy. Which word is it? I don't know. Just so they can have more interactions with the kids or the less one-sided. It's like burping and throwing up or whatever the fuck. I think for my duck characters kids in that universe, I think I don't know if they talk yet, but I guess they just sort of can kind of maneuver around in the world on their own. They don't leave the house by themselves, but they can go on. In my head, I have like this little interaction where the daughter Ducky Kid is interacting with Vincent and Jazz and I think Leo, and they're all just like in Jazz's room playing around or something. So I guess like the kid, the Ducky baby kind of understands language enough to know what's being said, but she might not understand intent very well. It's not something I work on super actively. It's just like I'm bored at work and there's like a 1 minute lull. So I just think about the character interactions and it's been wonderful. I am so glad I started getting getting immersed in my little video game characters. It's made work so much more tolerable. Like it's still boring AF, but there's so many gaps in the day where I just get to think about this little thing. And before that, I was just thinking about my Guild Wars character, so I can just do whatever I want. I don't know what the tip for that. I think I might I don't have a good method for how I like to render sharp edges. That seems to make sense. So I'll just go with that right now. And then I think I want this to be kind of spiky. They did add, I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but they did add some more stuff to that Guild Wars 1 game that I love. They added a mode for hard mode. It's a bit more explicit. It's like, oh, your character physically cannot transfer items around, and like there's actual limitations, like you not just spoken limitations, like oh you because there's kind of just an agreement that you're just not gonna use these features. But now it's like, yeah, your character cannot use these. That's pretty cool. I think it's called Melandru something. You get a little icon next to your character. That's how you let people know. Because the titles in the game don't display the same way they do in Guild Wars 1. They display under your name, but I think what this wants to do is just give you more, because everyone's gonna probably be showing off their pet titles like I have many leather-bound books or kind of a big deal, which is like those are those titles, those are two levels of a title track where it's like you've gotten 5 max titles, you've gotten 10 max titles, and then the titles you would get and might not display would be like a Tyrian cartographer. So if you get 100% on the map of Tyria, you would get Tyrian cartographer as your title. And you can get cartographer on 2 other maps, Alona and Cantha. And then when you have all 3 of those, you then get the max title Grandmaster Cartographer, I think is what it's called. And that's 4 titles. So you get the 3 that you get from the base games exploration, and then you get that fourth one from getting all of them. And then you get another max title, and then you have kind of a big deal, which kind of a big deal I think is 5. I forget what's after that. I know one of them is I have many leather-bound books. My guild hall smells of rich mahogany. These are like references to millennial movies or something. I didn't watch them, so they don't really resonate with me. Unfortunately. Sweet Tooth is a title that's not that hard to get, but people like to display it just because it's a cute little uh, couple of words to put under your name, Sweet Tooth. Because a lot of people in real life, I'm sure, they just consider themselves Sweet Tooth. So they're like, oh, like, that's simple. That's descriptive of me. It's like a title that can express the actual person behind the keyboard. However, that's if you get a threshold. I think it's 5,000 confectionery points, and that's through consuming sweets and stuff. I think if you get 10,000, that title upgrades to connoisseur of confectionery. So I think some people just won't get enough sweets to meet that, or like they'll get enough sweets to where they could get the title with like a stack of sweets, but then they stop because they just don't want the connoisseur of confectionaries title. This is kind of interesting so far. This is a bit spikier than the clown character, but that's fine. They actually do have a way to kind of to track your titles outside of the game. It's called the Hall of Monuments. So for Guild Wars 1, they knew they were going to a new game, Guild Wars 2. So to migrate your progress, they created in Guild Wars 1, they created the Hall of Monuments, and you upload your achievements there. in the game, and that reflects on a website. And that in-game account for Guild Wars 1, it also becomes your Guild Wars 2 account. You can log in under like all the same shit. So then you go to your Guild Wars 2 account, your Hall of Monuments in Guild Wars 1 is connected to your Guild Wars 2 account. You can physically go to Hall of Monuments, I think. Yeah, you can go there with a portal stone when you, like, as soon as you get Guild Wars 2. Like, it's very immediate. You just teleport in there, and then you can get mini pets and armor skins, and they're all right. I used some of them. There's actually a mini pet that my friend really wanted, but he didn't have Guild Wars 2. He wanted a little Inquest golem because he had an Inquest character and he was doing roleplay. He never got around to it. I kind of am glad, because I kind of told him this game is really not your pace because he's very attention deficit and easily pissed off and easily demoralized. Which sounds like the hallmarks of an unsuccessful piece of shit, but he's great. He's uh, very driven in the things that he likes in real life. But when it comes to video games, sometimes he gets a little clogged, which is fair because it probably just like doesn't translate as well to the physical realm. So I think he's just a very physical guy, and video games might not be compatible with how he likes to physically move in the universe as an object. I don't know if he was a surfer. He had surfer vibes. And the surfer people I know, which isn't many, they want to move. They're smart in different directions. It was kind of sad because it's like it would be so it would have been fun at the time to play through Guild Wars 1 with people that I've played with in Guild Wars 2 and I like to play with. But people do not adjust well to older video games. It it sucks. So in Guild Wars 1 you can't jump. And that really bothers people. And it bothers me that it bothers people. Like in my heart I kind of get it. There's like a weird spatial thing. And when you deny the the ability to just jam your thumb on your stupid space bar and let your little character jump, to some people it's like it's claustrophobic. Direct quote of a word, claustrophobic. I can get that, but get over it. There's so many good games where you can't jump. Guild Wars 1's a good game. It's just very old, and people want their new fucking games, their new fucking mechanics. They want a bank to sit around. I know, I know. There's some bank sitting you can do in Guild Wars 1. There's still enough people to bank sit, but they can't show off their prestige, so what's the point? And there's gonna be a learning curve for that game. I'm not too harsh whenever my friends are they 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 come across as it's like, oh, I want a game with. Hold on, let me change something. Let me get rid of something. I had some. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Anywho, I had like the wrong window open. Oh, hello. Informed Dunker Ground 49 MXJ. Um, I'm not do I've banned you like so many times because you're still here. Do I still have to ban you, or am I gonna get in trouble if I don't ban you? Can you answer me, please? Tell me, are you gonna get me in trouble? Well, don't. I didn't do anything. I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. I took a hard test today. Anywho, I'm not too hard on my friends who want games with more quality of life upgrades or quality of life. Um, I just make fun of them offline. Where they can't hear me. Games you can't jump in. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about this. I can always smooth it down. It's the joy. I can always do this shit right here. And then blammo. It's I guess maybe better. Hmm. I don't know. I think there's a depth problem. What color here? So this is just three. It's kind of four colors, but we'll do three for the shine. I still had the tab open from yesterday. The Reddit post about here's a character breakdown of Elliot. That long ass one. Good news, I barely read any of it because it kind of pissed me off. It was going fine, kind of okay. It was going okay. Calling him kind of snobby, kind of snobbish is bold, a little mean, whatever. I don't necessarily know what this person's definition of snobbish means. I don't know if there's nicer versions of snobbish. I'll let it pass. Then this person started saying that they theorize that Elliot, I guess, acts the way he does, or he's like lonely or whatever, because he was bullied as a child. And I thought, whatever. that's that's a perspective, I guess, question mark. But then they followed up that observation with like something like, I know it's a stretch, but stay with me here. And I thought, and he just kept carrying that theme through the rest of the paragraphs. And I thought, I don't like that. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read a couple more paragraphs, and they were they contained, their character building was based off of the assumption, because at that point it's just a fucking assumption that he was bullied as a child. I kind of saw the word bullied and stuff brought up. I think the last word was like bullied or whatever of the whole damn thing, and I just like I don't see it. I don't see it, and I don't like it. I think it's boring. I think it's boring just to say he's, I guess, I don't even know what it is, lonely, snobbish because he was bullied as a child. Like, I guess you could say that, but it really doesn't feel that way. And it just feels boring. I'm glad I didn't read it and I just went to check out the first comment where someone said, hold up. Because that's what happens, is the first comment will be like, hold up, and then the introduction is like, this is why I disagree. It's fortuitous. It's fortuitous that there's like a structure to Reddit conversations like that. I find, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I don't know enough about them, but that's what happens. Is you read the first comment, and if it's not some stupid pun or something, it's someone kind of immediately saying why they disagree. That way I can basically have a summary of what I of the original post if it's too long. I don't solely rely on that. If it's a short post, I'll go back and read it. That was a really long post that I made. And I kind of almost want to read their analysis of like Shane and shit. And I wonder if it's gonna make me mad. Because I don't. Ooh, I should read. Maybe I should read their Sebastian one. Because I'm open minded for like interpretations of Sebastian. Because I just do not get this little man. He reminds me of just being young and angry, but he's like 22. I don't think he's an impossible character. I think he's very possible, and I hate him, but I like that he exists. Is the thing. That's the seemingly contradiction. I love that he exists. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I love that I think his problems are stupid, and I don't seek out interpretations of this character, but I am willing to receive them should they come my way. 'Cause I know that I didn't like my home life, but when I moved out, I calmed down a lot, and I didn't suddenly look back at my home life and think, you know what, it wasn't that bad. But there were small things that were, in retrospect, not as bad. None of it was enough to make up for like I moved for a reason. I don't regret that, but there were some small things. So I wonder if if Sebastian ever moved out and like when he came back, if he ever came back to his family or maybe didn't, would he look at his sister better? Because I hate that he like dislikes his sister. His dislike of her feels childish, but it might be because all he knows is this pattern of thinking, and it hasn't obviously punished him. It does punish him because he's angry about something that's stupid. But when you're just if you're just angry all the time, if you're like born angry, I was born angry. So I didn't really know any better. So I could see myself being mad at a sibling and then moving out and then being like, "Oh, that wasn't that bad." That's what I imagine would happen with someone like Sebastian. I don't think he has any dialogue like that when he leaves to go to live on the farmer's farm. I've seen some of his marriage dialogue. I wouldn't. I don't fuck with it. Boy, think everything a damn game. Talking about putting our kid in a sidecar on a motorcycle. I will KI double hockey sticks you. Ugh, motorcycles and smoke. And he's still smoking! We're still smoking! I'm pregnant. You'll go pregnant and you smoking. Stop it. Hmm. Hmm. I did like some of the spikiness. I kind of miss it already. Like the hedges there. We'll keep going, I guess. Still feels like a depth problem, so let's keep trying to fix that. Oh, is this a lighter color? It must be. Mm, it seems darker. I can't tell. Let's just jam it somewhere. Ooh, what about in here? That might be fun. Kind of works with the color of the face and stuff. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, come up all up in here. I should just move faster. I need to... Oh, so distractible. Ew, that looks terrible. That hair strand looks really bad. This is not sparking joy anymore. Try to get it back. I think the spiky shapes were the most fun I had, and everything else up to, since then has been kind of boring. A little disappointed. Let's bring you somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, this was the lighter color, and I didn't think about that, so I might have to make some adjustments. I still like the most of the color variation. This is kind of gross, but I think I'll put a shirt under him. He's a frog with a shirt. Whew. Yeah, this is not... Man, I missed the spikies already. There's something I can do? Goodness. Come in with you. Do you wanna help us? Help us on our journey, on our journey? Okay, let's come in and define you just a bit. Another thing about Dr. Harvey as a dog I like is, what if he's like those dogs at the old folks' home who can sniff out ailments? Or when someone's gonna pass? So someone just walks in and he sniffs them out. He doesn't sniff the butthole. Does the old folks' home dog sniff the butthole? I mean, if he has to, he has to, but I don't want Harvey to sniff anyone's butthole. That's too silly. That's silly in a way that's kind of stupid. Not like fun stupid, that's just like, oh, that's kind of weird. Spiky return. I liked it. I like the spike. Mm, push you out to there. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's fun. I'm back to zooming in after after moments ago just being like, don't do nothing because I gotta do something. It's not up to par. I think I might make the shirt just the same color as his jacket. In his older sprites, he does have a shirt, but the shirt becomes the hoodie. It just keeps the same color. I think I said this before, but I love having the older sprites to look at because for the longest time I wanted every Pokemon game that comes out to be accompanied by a book that's like, here is how we designed this Pokemon. These were our inspirations. But sometimes they have those little model sheet looking things. I don't know if those are just for the show or whatever. But I imagine they don't really give a shit about making a book like that because it's going to be really expensive because they have to talk to individual artists and then if they interview them, It's a lot of information collecting, and I don't think the interest is that big. Oh, they could probably argue that the interest isn't worth the cost. It would, cost more than yada yada. But I wonder, they probably have like an internal database so they don't lose that information because they design Pokemon a certain way. You can't just drop. Trying to think of something. Like you couldn't. Conceptually, you could drop a Geodude anywhere, but the way it looks is very different. So they have Bibles. They have things that they're looking for. They have requirements like, oh, we need the regional rat, we need the starters, of course, we need the regional bird, and then we need like all this other stuff. You can't just have a Pokedex and it's all things that look kind of like Frostlass. Unfortunately. Frostlass is a cutie patootie. I feel like I am getting nowhere fast. I'll take the thin line again, because fuck it. Just fuck it. Sure, whatever. I'm in elementary school again. Or middle school. I think middle school I was doing like really thick outlines. A lot of internet art, digital art had really thick outlines. I was doing that with my little traditional art. It was fun. I still think it looks good. Actually, if this is like kind of wispy, a bit too wispy, but I don't know, maybe I'll just do it again. Probably, yeah, just gotta clean up some stuff. This brush might be too chunky. I do like using this brush though. I'm just not very good at emulating sketching through digital art. I don't really look at the brush names. I look at, ooh, what it do. That's because growing up, I would just draw in pen. Whatever's cheapest. I specifically sought out the cheapest medium. Cheapest paper. Cheapest tool. It was great. It was a vibe. I started to get sketchbooks later, but they felt so precious. Just because the pages are, it's more expensive. I bought it with my money. The pages feel so different. And when I just use printer paper or like bare paper that people literally just gave out for free. It was these papers that came in sheets that you had to pull off dotted lines. Also, my webcam stand is being a real brat. It's falling off the stand. It's a clip-on. It used to not slide off, but now it does. I have to have a stand for it. Like, it's just like an old coaster holder. Because it doesn't fit around my current desk. My current desk is one of those, like, church banquet tables. The fold-up ones, I should say. Because my original desk, from my home where I lived with my parents, that was too big to transfer. And then I moved somewhere where the next desk was too big to transfer. So we got a temporary desk in the form of it was a fold up desk. And I remember the guy at the Lowe's or whatever was like, yeah, this is like a good temporary desk. And I thought, oh, is it gonna collapse or something? It hasn't collapsed yet. Every now and then I periodically adjust the legs and the little mechanism that pushes the legs in just to make sure they're all pushed out and they haven't accidentally folded up. Because it's really easy to press your leg against it and accidentally do something. So I'm just terrified that one day, the culmination of just forgetting to do any of that, it's just gonna buckle and fall. Probably while I'm doing something important, that'll freak me out because I'll drop my mouse and that'll make the mouse click something and it's probably gonna be work related and then I'm gonna have to do so much stuff. I don't go to church. My idea of church banquet table is a table seen in the last. Yeah, I don't know. Church bank. I'm thinking of just like outdoor, outdoor church, fundraiser type things. I think I heard the phrase church banquet table from someone on YouTube one time, and it just stuck with me for some reason. But yeah, fold out table is like a better description. I just like saying church banquet table because it makes me think of like food and being outside, and those are good things. I doubt it's that, but I rather believe it's. I would that like a long ass table like that would be pretty cool, but like I couldn't move it. I love furniture that I can move. I know there's a lot of good old furniture, but it's very hard to move. It's 3 million pounds. Some of it kind of sucks, but a lot of it's really good. These lines are fun, but they are kind of fiddly fucky. I think I can move most of my furniture. A lot of my furniture right now is given, so it's not a big deal that I can't move it. But when I have my choice in furniture, I like to be able to move it. Or my husband can move it. He can move a lot more than I can. He's very powerful, very strong. Not like weird strong, but like functional strength. Like he's always getting asked to help move stuff. It's great. You don't need to go to the gym if your dining room chair weighs 600 pounds. Yeah, it is better to probably use weights because the weight is better distributed for muscles, I think. But I'm sure you could do something with it. Like there's got to be some angle that you could lift it from. I don't know if I've ever used anything that wasn't a weight to lift because I think early on I was informed that like if you lift something heavy but it's a very awkward shape, you do run the risk of hurting yourself. So I don't think I ever tried that. But that's definitely up my alley because that's like, oh, I don't have to buy anything. I hate buying stuff, man. I was very, very frugal growing up. I'm still really cheap now. Great. It's fun because like you kind of get to think about things a little differently and try to problem solve. But sometimes you gotta buy crap. Like I had to buy some varnish or whatever. I couldn't fabricate that. I thought I could with puzzle glue because I had puzzle glue for a project where I was just sealing up puzzles that I did and then putting them in frames. I only did it with one. I have another puzzle that I could do that to, but it's not really sentimental. I only did it with recently because my man got me a Animal Crossing puzzle. It was one of them Ravensburger ones, which is cool because we were just watching this YouTube channel with this girl who just does puzzles or something. And she's at this Ravensburg sponsored competition for jigsaw puzzles. I love jigsaw puzzles. They're so fun. I usually go to jigzone.com to do my puzzles, but it's been a while. I don't know why I haven't done them lately. Oh, I think it's because I've been doing Alteration Solitaire instead as my mini game. They do say no pain, no gain. Well, they are dead. That's what dead people say. Dead people with fucked up backs who probably never stretched because they were like, I don't want to. These big boys. Probably stretch. I don't really know. I'm just think maybe you should a little bit stretch. Get a little long. I didn't stretch, but then one time I saw a relative. She needed to turn around in her chair to get something, and man, it was a struggle to for her to do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is. I do not want to do that. I do not want to struggle that hard to get something behind me. I mean, I'm sure I will at one point, but like if I can delay it, that'd be good. She was like from a generation where they didn't really do a lot of exercise or a lot of stretching and this shit. So I thought I'll do it. It's paid off so far, I think. I feel pretty good. Yeah, I think stretching pays off a bit. Dead people, yeah, like anyone who's lifted something they shouldn't be lifting has died. So, hmm, really makes you think. Oh, my spikes are going away. Maybe I should start on Shane. Shane's my favorite husband character. I wonder if he's my favorite character. Never thought about that. He's definitely my favorite bachelor because I have a hard time not marrying him. My clown character on the screen is supposed to marry Elliot, but she got distracted by Shane, and it's like, oh, I want to marry Shane. I actually deleted that file where I was supposed to marry Elliot because first off, I was going way too fast. Like there was one day I just got like 3 letters for recipes because I got good hearts with people, and it was too much. It was the pace sucked. So I deleted that file, but also I was just like, I don't even know if I want to marry Elliot anymore. I like him, but like I really like Shane. So, ugh. What constitutes something you should be lifting? Probably weights that have little labels on them and are more ergonomically shaped. Um I think that's good. Get a little numbers on them. I still have kettlebells, but I haven't used them in forever. I think it's because they're concrete kettlebells, so they're bigger. A lot of kettlebells use like specific metals. I think steel or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, these ones are concrete, so they're 15 pounds, but they're big, so they're not as convenient to lift as like the I think my husband has steel or some sort of metal, and they're much heavier, but they're much smaller, and I like those ones. Right now I just use the dumbbells, I think. I've been taking a break from that just to do like push-ups and stuff because I realized I couldn't do as many push-ups as I thought I could do. I was doing that again. The only proper exercise equipment I've used my entire life was a pull-up bar. I that's the thing you have to connect to like a thingy, right? Been lifting soda bottles filled with water since I can remember. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I don't really know shit about lifting, but I do know that like soda bottles with water, that the dimensions aren't insane, so it's more likely you'll be fine. It's really just like you run the risk if you lift things that are unwieldy. The distribution is weird. Like you'll fall over or whatever, or like I don't know, maybe you'll just work one side too much. But yeah, so what about because that's like a nice yeah, that's a nice shape. Like a baby or something. Yeah, that's the pull-up bar. You connect that to like a door frame or something. I'm envious of that shit. I've wanted that forever. Yeah, because we've never had the doors that could handle that. I've wanted that forever. Oh, I would love that in my room. The only time I've done pull-ups was probably during some of them physical fitness things in the school gym. Yeah, I know before getting weights, I did do a lot of body weight stuff, and that was one I wanted to do, but obviously couldn't. I think my brother found ours on the side of the street, but I could be spreading misinformation. Can't quite remember. I can see someone throwing it away. I'm sure there's like I don't know, maybe it doesn't fit on their door or something. We have some equipment that's we haven't thrown it away. We don't want to, but it doesn't really fit anywhere right now, so it's just kind of rotting. Not not physically rotting, but no one's using it, so I'm kind of worried that it's gonna go away. We have one of them big ass punching bags with like the stand and everything, but there's just nowhere to put it. It's big and it's loud. We used to have it set up in another place we lived, but this place we don't. Oh, we have this fucking treadmill, and I didn't buy it. I would never have bought it. It's like we tried to get it to work again because I used to use it. It's massive. It takes up so much space. So it'd be nice to use it, but we can't use it because the only way to use it is through like you have to get an we'd have to get an Android phone and do the software updates through that. So whatever. It's massive and I'd rather put something else there. Maybe not the punching bag because I don't. It's gonna be really loud. We don't want to disrupt other people's TV time, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't want to be that way. A lot of good things are found on the side of the street. Truly, yeah. We used to get rid of a lot of stuff. Back in Georgia, just because uh, as I was growing up, there was like so much furniture that I just didn't want or need, so we just take it apart, or not. No, not take it apart. There was some stuff that you could put back together, so take it apart in that sense. There's some stuff I took together and put couldn't took apart and couldn't put back together because it was like put together with cam locks, like furniture cam locks, where if you assemble them with the cam lock, it's like not meant to come undone or some shit like that. I don't know. I was like 11 when I was tearing that apart, so maybe you can tear it apart without breaking it, but that was my understanding, and there was probably some nice furniture, but I had no use for it, and we wouldn't put it away. So it's like, all right, we'll just tear this shit up. I got like a weird minimalism bug, like because I was kind of a messy kid all my life, whatever. And then I started watching Hoarders, and that shit messed me up. That show is so good. Hoarders A&E, not the TLC Hoarders. I like Hoarders A&E with like the Matt Paxton guy and like all the little therapist characters and stuff. But yeah, that one made me want to like throw stuff away all the time. I disassembled a lot of furniture. I wasn't yelled at, so it clearly wasn't that important furniture, so it's fine, I guess. I know some of it specifically was kind of cheap. It was stuff that I got when I was, that my parents got for me when I was like, probably younger than 7. It's like little girl furniture, so it's like whatever. Also, I think the inside of Shane's farther ear should be visible from the angle. No. I'm not sure. Possibly. So like this. Because boar ears look a little stiff. Sometimes. I've never seen them move. I saw this video of like a little boar follow. It's this fat little lady boar that follows this guy around, and her ears didn't look super flexible or floppy. They just kind of hung out. Yeah, it would depend on the thickness. Some of these boars have, looks like different species have kind of floppy ears. This one looks like a dang warhol. That one's a cutie patootie. That one's kind of floppy. They like stick in front of its head. I can put a little arrow to remind myself to work on that. But let's see. I think right now it's a little, might be a little wide. What I can do is make that a little smaller. Let's see. How stylistically do I want that to work? I don't know, but I can at least kind of clip that to suggest fur. And then this can kind of suggest fur for later. I have a feeling this would be straighter if that is the case. Like, how flexible are the ears from the base versus just naturally? This might work. I can leave it there for now. I do want to make it a little bit darker. as a suggestion. Should we do multiply? I guess. Oh, I don't know. This color maybe? Yeah, I'm leaning towards some of those more bristly looking boars. And not the smoother ones. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't have the genus and species in mind. I think at some point I wanted to make a warthog too, but I settled on boar and just went with it. That worked out, I think. He has a lot of boar-like qualities, I think. In not in a literal sense, but more of a storytelling sense. That boar video I was mentioning, that boar was very sweet. The chubby boar, and it kept following this person around with its tail wagging. That's not exactly Shane when you meet him. Ooh, do I want to try Elliot again? The webbing needs to be webbed. Technically a sow since it's a female boar. And there you go, Miss Soween. There was one guy who called it a he. Everyone in the comments was calling it a she boar. So I don't know what it was. Sow video. Yeah. I think the only one of the few times I can remember like what you're supposed to call the animal based off like what's between its legs. I know a doe, but that's honestly just because the sound of music. I think everything else is a bit of a blur. I'm glad animals don't care because I don't want to think. Made up that poem. Like I think yesterday we said mare, the girl horse or whatever. But then there's like variations of, oh, does he have his balls or whatever for horses? There are so many like different names for females with yeah. I guess it's for industry stuff. So it's not meant for you or I, but for those people it's like they gotta order some animals. And they need ones with like, I don't know, 6 nipples. And that's got a certain name, you know. Let's just make this one a big chape. I think we're naming things after the amount of nipples they have, but go off. We should. Like a dog with 9 nipples. Non-nipular. Apparently it's not unusual for people to go to the vet with a concern about warts on their dog or weird lumps, and the vet just says, those are nipples. I diagnosed your dog with nipples. People are like, he's a boy dog. Too bad. That'd be cool. I wish people had like nipple variations. Like there's 3 nipples. Some people with 3 nipples. That'd be cool. I don't know if that'd be like 3 boobs, but I guess there would be. That'd be cool. But then you have, oh, like a 3 boob bra. This seems not the worst as a chunkum, but I like making them all uniform sometimes. There's a genetic deficiency where people have more than 2 nipples, usually around their thorax. What's a thorax? I'm the thorax. I speak for the T's. Look it up. Fucking learn. Huesos del thorax. Oh. I think it's a language thing. Thorax or thorax. I think this is Spanish. Oh, oops. Yeah. Looks like this ribular area. I used to love ribs growing up. Then I realized I just like sauce. Then I realized, not really. That's just the barbecue sauce sucks. Some barbecue sauce is just like ketchup for grown-ups. And it's kind of not great. Sometimes I like ketchup. I don't hate ketchup. Sometimes it stings. I did not know thorax had a TH. You learn something new every day. Seems like in Spanish, outside of the accent over the O, it's got, or I think my Spanish teacher said acentos. Probably with a better pronunciation of the word, but I think it was acentos. It would be called over the O. But in Spanish, I think this is Spanish. It's got a T instead of a TH. So it translates pretty well. I kind of figured it was thorax. That's how I wanted to read it at first. But there's just so many names for muscles and crap that I was assuming, oh, it's probably just something. There's something. I never learned muscle names. I never put too much mind into it. Like muscles and bones and all that crap in between. Fortunately, I passed anatomy and physiology. I didn't like it. I don't like not healthcare sciences, but bodily sciences. It's just too much. I didn't like bio either. I was in honors bio. They put me in there because I did well in uh geology. Like they kind of just, if you did well in the previous year science class, they'd put you in honors, which is fucking stupid. Because it just does not translate. Because every year it's a new one. It's your geology, bio, chem, I think biology again, physics. I like chem. I remember I got out of honors bio, and then I got into regular bio. And then they put me in like honors bio again. Ugh. No, that pronunciation is pretty good. Not knowing muscle names as an artist must be some kind of crime. I think it's kind of like boring. It kind of takes the fun out of drawing. I think if I was like super serious about art, I would try that, but I'm not. I remember seeing uh some drawing guides, just like your infographics and stuff from back in the mid 2000s, where I would see the occasional reminder by artists like who were much higher skill than I even am now. They were like, don't spend too much time like memorizing this stuff, just try to practice it and play with it. I figured, yeah, that's fine, that makes sense. Because sometimes accuracy is not useful for what you're trying to do. I wouldn't say don't learn stuff, but I never found it fun, so I thought, well, if it's not fun, then I don't want to fucking do it. I feel like I should have used a different color. That's okay. We haven't really done any work with the hand besides what we did yesterday, and we only did one pass, so it's fine. I mean, proper nomenclature has always been fun for me. I think I used all my nomenclature points on reading the binomial nomenclature of animal names. So I'm spent. I didn't memorize too many things, but I think every kid has like a phase where they're memorizing shit, or they're just like getting into names of things. I think mine was spent there or somewhere else. It might have been spent on Pokemon, which I don't have any complaints about. That was a vibe. That was currency. That was currency amongst my friends. I don't want no short feathered man. Oh, I used to read the dictionary. It was a long time ago, so much of my word choice or word selection, it was never really strong, but that's also where I spent my word seeker points. It was kind of fun. It's just a big toilet book, basically. That's the dictionary. I don't remember if I read it on the toilet because it was one of them, decently thick American Heritage dictionaries. It was also like, I don't. What if I don't know, get poop on it or something? I don't know how that would happen. It was too big to drop in the toilet. But you know how they got them segments on Oprah where they're like, we scanned these women's horses, these women's purses for fecal matter, and like all their purses got poo on them. So I didn't want to bring it in the bathroom because it's like, well, what if it winds up like a Oprah purse and it's covered in poo? That that feels like more of the doctor segment, not an Oprah segment. But who knows? I never watched Oprah. I didn't have any feelings about it. I just never watched it. I think my mom definitely watched Oprah. I wonder what daytime shit I watched that wasn't just like Maury, Steve Wilkos, and Jerry Springer. I think I might have listened into The Doctors. I think that was the most tolerable daytime show. Got another name. Yeah, dictionary. I don't think I was too concerned about microscopic fecal matter when I was like 9. Oprah, that's why Oprah will get you. She'll make you think about things you ain't ever think about before, like bread and feces. See, I don't know if I like these outlines. They're kind of fugly. Kind of nasty. I'm impressed that no one made fun of me for reading the dictionary. I would have made fun of me. That's dumb as hell. I think what helped more with word consumption was playing video games that were written for older audiences. Nothing nasty, just they use bigger words. Bigger words with bigger themes. Dictionary has got to be one of my top 10. It's fun. Yeah, it's just a fun toilet book. It's low stakes. You don't have to get invested in anything. Um, just chill. I love toilet books. I don't have too many toilet books nowadays. I think good toilet books are like just those timeless books where it's like, oh, here's all the flowers and okay, that shit's kind of boring, honestly. I'm not a flower person. I wish I was. I'm just not into them. But books about flowers, home repair books. There's a really timeless home repair book we have. It's like written the year I was born. Old as hell. Oh, maps were good too. I had a placemat, the kind of thing you put food on so that when you spill and splash, the placemat catches it. I had two of them. I had one that was uh, a map of the world, and then another one that was a list of the presidents up until I don't remember. But the map one was way more interesting. I didn't give a rat's ass about the presidents. I'm not a history person. I think I get I don't know if I have some sort of number dyslexia about dates, but I'm not good at keeping dates straight. It's whatever. Also, the way history taught was probably not very interesting. Like there should be a narrative to things, but then it's like, oh, what narrative are you being taught? You could teach stories many different ways, and are you just being asked to memorize stuff? So it just wasn't fun for me. When I was young, we had homo. I don't know how to pronounce these words very well. Is it Nietzsche? As a toilet book, so I was reading that my whole childhood. Don't think I understood much of the time, but I definitely read it. Yeah, that's always a good vibe. That's definitely a thing that can happen. You just reading shit. It's so fuzzy. The drawback of this brush. Maybe I should use airbrush right there. Sure, whatever. And come in with you. Oh gosh, I think I should probably come in and smooth these out. Let's come and play with this character right now. Open? Let me see. Alex! Oh, Alex was a character that I initially read as younger than I do now, just because of his varsity slash Letterman jacket. but I don't read his face as all that young. So it's I don't know, I've kind of changed my opinion. Because I like to think about where Bachelor and Bachelorettes rank. 'Cause, like after you date one, it's like, okay, well, who else do I, or like after you marry one, it's like, all right, well, who else do I want to be within the next save files? Then you have to rank them in your head. And me, like I said, Elliot's next if I ever have to. But like, where would Alex rank? Let's see, where is his jacket? Okay, it's just all one big piece. It feels like a late 20s in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't know how I'm meant to interpret his story after you marry him because he just sort of lives on your farm. Like, what does that mean for his dreams to become what is it? Like a grid ball player? Like, is he still working on it? Because he's always training. Just, but at some point you kind of I would expect something. I think with other characters I can see them just settling like Harvey, Shane, uh Elliot, because Elliot's hobby is can just put him in your house and just write all the time and shit. But I know Alex he can train in your yard, but like when you marry him, is there an event where he's gone to a game or something? But no way, because then like why wouldn't you be going to support your man? Your man, your man, your man. I think I try to tease out, and anytime I try to make a story with him in my head that he kind of quietly gives up on it, because I think that's fine. I don't think it's sad when a character gives up on their dreams necessarily. Like if they're forced to, then that's sad. But if they just decide, oh, I don't really care about this, and that's fine. Like I know growing up, there's things that I probably wanted or I liked the idea of, but I wasn't really a big dreamer. So if someone gives up on their dreams, I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. What you gonna do? Quietly quitting is the reality of many wannabe professional sports players, to be fair. Yeah, that's how yeah. That's how I imagine this would go, his story would go. I just don't know if people would be happy with that because I do think a lot of people would interpret it in a sad way. But there's nothing wrong with saying, this ain't for me. There's plenty of things to do in life. And it works for him just fine because he just works out for fun because he gets to now channel that into functional strength around the farm. Because like my husband, he works out, but he's not training for anything. He just loves lifting stuff. I wish I loved lifting stuff, but that's straight up what he says. Is he likes lifting things. It feels good, and yeah, he uses his strength for stuff. Making that lumpy, I don't think that was a worthwhile idea. I will just flatten that out with a thicker brush as punishment. Yeah, keep it lumpy. I haven't read too many Alex fan fictions that go into like, oh, here's how he is when you marry him. I think the only ones I've read have been interpretations where he gets with the male farmer or with Sebastian because people like to explore him from that angle. That's a popular sentiment in the community is that his story is played best when it's through like a I don't know if gay awakening is the appropriate term, but him coming to terms with his sexuality or something, or him coming out or whatever the terminology is. I've seen some people be kind of aggressive about it, where they're like, "Ah, you should only get with him if you're a dude." But that's just silly stuff. People get there's always people like that in every fandom, just aggressive people. That stuff's fun though. I like a little bit of that aggression. Probably the only reason I don't really interact with fandom nowadays. I was never a big fandom interactor for the longest time. I only started recently. It's great. I love it. I'm having a great time. Crazy people in fandom don't bother me. I've been aware of crazy people in fandom. I read Homestuck. I read Homestuck when it was kind of newish. So I know they're out there. I know what they're capable of. Um, I was familiar with all the dramas, but eh, it was I guess it's just more fun for me to watch people have fun with the medium. And I find it's pretty easy to see when someone's being too much and just back away appropriately. Like if something actually bothers me, I'll tap out. Like it's funny watching all these mouth washing videos a year later because sometimes I'll also see videos saying critiquing the fandom and they're the thumbnails are understandably chastising to draw you in to get you to click on them, but they do give the aura of like, oh, doesn't the fandom ruin the the medium or the media? I'm just thinking, no, this shit rule. Log out. Because I know I had a friend who he'll say this. He says, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch Rick and Morty because of the fandom." And this was I don't know what Rick and Morty is like now, but I know like when it was coming out, I think it was like a couple seasons. I enjoyed it, but I remember at the time that my friend was like, "I'm not gonna watch it because the fandom is annoying or whatever." And I thought, well, that's lame. You're letting like weird nothing populations of people affect your enjoyment of something, and that's no good. Rick and Morty is probably my favorite American sitcom to date. Sure. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years now. I probably won't just because it's moment has passed for me. Um, I think the closest I got to watching anything like Rick and Morty recently was Smiling Friends, but the moment kind of passed for me on that. I'm not saying the show was boring at all, but I got kind of bored of that. So I think it's just not something that I'm looking for right now. Maybe in the future, I want that kind of humor. Watching it did remind me of being a teenager and watching Salad Fingers on Newgrounds, which is nice. It was a weird nostalgia. Man, this is not working out. Don't want no short snout, man. Smiling Friends really makes me want to sign up for HBO Max, but it's probably the only good show there, so I don't think it's worth the $11. Yeah, I think I found some website that had all the or enough of the episodes uploaded. I didn't download them, I just streamed them. I haven't really downloaded any shows in like forever. Like I watched all of Revolutionary Girl Utena, the subs and the dubs. It's all on YouTube, so I said fuck it. There's good stuff on here. I'm sick of downloading things. I think the last time I downloaded a bunch of stuff, it was just Family Guy and South Park episodes through Kazaa or whatever. Because I think at the time, Blockbuster was still around, so I could just buy anime, like new animes. I think I watched something called Orphan. I don't know what was going on in that show. But I liked the theme song. It was cool and jazzy or whatever. The only time I downloaded something, if I does this not show up? Okay, I have to ask my boyfriend how to fix that. The only time I downloaded something, if I recall correctly, it was 3 episodes from The Simpsons. Watch those same episodes at least 20. Oh, yeah. I was in a similar position. I had this device called a juice box. It was a little handheld video watching device, and you would input cartridges, and cartridges were episodes. I got like an a cartridge of Pokemon and one of Ed, Edd n Eddy, so I just had this Ed, Edd n Eddy episode I would watch a bunch of times. Oh no, but I think I also must have had a relationship with Family Guy going on that was similar where I would just watch these episodes at a number of times. But there was like a lot. I had like 2 or 3 seasons, so that but spread out amongst multiple episodes. Like seasons worth of episodes. I think I'll always kind of prefer Family Guy over South Park, unfortunately. Um, I know a lot of people like South Park, but I don't know. I just maybe I don't know what Family Guy. I don't know like how it differs between seasons, but I remember when I watched it, it was just so stupid. So I like that. I prefer that. I think South Park was stupid in ways that I didn't really like, or I found eh, not bad, just not for me. I did like some stuff, and like of course the paper cutouts are really charming. I know they stopped doing actual paper cutouts at some point, but it still looks neat, kinda. Sometimes we play a cross hatching and well, never feel very good at it. Let's just move on to his hair for now. I think we're just gonna do plains. I think South Park was one of the only shows my parents did not want me and my siblings watching. Yeah, my mom didn't want me to watch that stuff either, but she didn't enforce rules very well. I had a TV in my room, so I would just watch stuff with the volume turned all the way down. What I remember watching most was Full Metal Alchemist because it was so hard to watch because a lot of the dialogue is in whisper sometimes. So I had to stand right next to the television just so I could manipulate the volume because my remote control on my little Sony piece of crap TV stopped working. I'm saying piece of crap affectionately. I love that thing. Even though it ate my Godzilla DVD. I mean, VHS. Chewed her right up. Whatever. It's the Godzilla movie that people say they don't like. That's fine. I liked it. What did I just use? That. Just Hello, baby.
Is
You hanging out? Oh my god.
oil too.
I'm just fiddling.
Yeah. Oh, you made him buffer.
I didn't intend to do it, but sure. It
The
wouldn't hurt.
shading makes this horse's back muscles look crazy.
Oh. Well, this is coat. Do you interpret this line as muscle? Because I interpret it as, I guess it could. It doesn't look like what I intended.
Hmm.
I think
I
maybe
mean, it
I
looks
should.
good. That's all. She's making a sexier horse.
I still don't know how I feel about Sam.
Hmm.
I think his eyes, they almost look too small. He doesn't look right. He looks wrong.
Is it not? I think it's still like, look better with different colors because like his hair, his skin, and his teeth and his nose, or like everything is kind of the same color.
Yeah, at some point I was gonna try this color. I was gonna move this color up closer here and then replace this color with this one and then move this color back here. But I was hoping I could make some changes before doing that. Maybe it's just the, let me see, right? Maybe I need to move this eye down one.
Hmm.
And that'll solve all of my problems.
Oh my god.
We'll see. That's what it's all about. Little adjustments. And then we adjust it back because we don't like it. Bucket. Bucket. Might actually help a little, but we'll see.
Hmm.
Harvey slurping coffee. I hope I can make Harvey look good. I'm excited for Harvey as a dog. He can sniff out diseases. He's like,
But that's your Laura.
yeah. He'd be like, oh, you smell like you have this diagnosis.
Yellow.
He doesn't sniff the butthole though. I can't have him sniffing buttholes.
Yeah, there's probably some medical license issue there.
That's good, yeah. I don't think dogs can do that. There's that one dog who like he hangs out with old people in like an old folks room and he's next to them and it means they're gonna die.
Isn't everyone gonna die?
Man, shut up.
Like, but I mean, like if you're in an old folks home, you like if you sit next to someone, they are gonna die, right? Is it like in a certain time span?
Don't tell me the Deathbringer dog is a
I mean, like, does he like a window? Is he like within 1 week they die, or is it like 6 months?
I don't think the 10-minute YouTube video went into all that.
Oh.
Let's see. They can definitely smell something's wrong, but I don't think they can figure out a particular diagnosis. Well, that's pretty good, being like something's wrong with you.
They'd always be right.
Yeah. Hey, something nasty's going on. Your nose is dry. Lick his nose. He shouldn't sniff people's buttholes, but like, I don't know. Is that too stupid? Yeah, I think that's too stupid.
This is all lore in your head. So
It's bad.
when you say it's too stupid, it's
It's
like
bad,
it could
Lord.
just stay in your head. We don't gotta edit
Well,
it.
I said it.
Oh,
It's free.
so we're editing
Someone
what's in
else.
your head.
Okay, someone else can have it now because I've said the thought that's gonna get turned into little invisible things, and someone else is gonna have the thought, and they're gonna act on it, and it's not gonna be good. And I'm gonna say, "Whew, good thing I didn't do that." Called a curse.
You're spreading thought STDs.
Yeah, giving people bad ideas.
Putting eyebrows in this dog. Should make it look like the markers that people put on the
I don't have the skill to do that.
If we ever go to the dog, are you gonna put little eyebrows on?
Yes, I tried to give him like kind of an open tie chest hair.
You have them angle the eyebrows, the real life dogs, like he's like the inward eyebrow is up higher, so he looks like he's like
Hmm. He looks like
more like scared or differential.
Mm.
You know, like tilted, like not normal.
Yeah, I want him to look different sometimes. Different eyebrow tilts on different days of the week.
Oh, lips on.
I don't want to put lips on at all.
And have a straw.
But then he can't slurp the coffee and spill it all over the plate.
Was it all kids who love eating paper, or just little girls?
Yeah, it seems like a very girl-centric hobby.
Everyone I've listened to recently is talking about how like they ate paper as a kid, and they're all girls.
Yeah, I
I know you ate paper. You have a tier list for the construction paper colors.
I told you about that story where I tried to get sick off construction paper. I had a project due the next day, and I didn't realize because I was horrific at time management, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought, oh, I gotta get out of this, so I just ate paper until I got a stomach ache. I don't know if it worked out.
Well, did you get like what's your goal?
The project somehow got done,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know what happened.
Worked.
I guess. It's funny because it was third grade, so it's like, who cares?
God's tastiest construction.
Good. Construction paper is better than lined paper for sure.
That's a simpler way to fall ill with just lie.
Yeah, I could have
When
just
I
straight
was a
up.
kid, I just lied about being sick. I didn't eat anything weird.
Yeah, I could have just told my mom I don't want to go to school tomorrow, and I mean it was a project for a third grader, so she probably just could have done the project herself. Like I'm sure it wasn't that hard.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed paper as a kid.
They actually sell candy paper. It's not as fun.
You know, the one with the dot on it?
What?
There was like a candy with a little candy dot.
It looks like paper. It looks like lined paper.
Can you search candy dot on paper?
This is sounding familiar.
This.
Oh. These are sheets?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it wasn't these. I got this for Easter. I think it was something like this.
Mega candy buttons.
I remember it not looking so horrible. This looks disgusting.
It looks like it's like kind of been in there too long.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is very different because the paper I had did not come with this sort of goo, but it was the paper was edible and it looked like lined paper.
Maybe it was just paper.
No, I think it was the
Hey,
kind of
your kid eat this.
I think it was the kind of stuff they probably use in baking.
Ooh, Monopoly money must taste okay.
Oh, I'd never ate Monopoly
I
money
feel like
'cause
it'd be a little waxier.
candy paper sounds bougie. Yeah, it's like these little.
The dots were for like super cheap. They didn't even give you full candy. They just give you like little dots.
Yeah, the candy paper I only had once. I got it in an Easter basket. I didn't like it. Like I wanted to eat paper. Clearly, I wanted the non-edible properties, I don't know why.
I think the Candy Dot Company knew what they were doing.
Go on.
I feel like they knew people were eating that paper.
Oh. Is it like the people who eat those there's like wax wrappings around certain cheeses, or like the people who just eat those baby bells, wax and all. That's good.
I've accidentally eaten wax.
Hmm.
It's fine.
I think we ate wax paper, or I ate wax paper because it was like on a sausage, and I thought it was just the sausage casing. I think that was like a couple years ago. We got like a charcuterie board or something like that. I think being poor has limited the scope of my paper eating endeavors. Let's see. Construction paper is probably what I no, not construction paper. Printer paper.
I'm not, I mean, obviously, Ave, I'm not sure when you were formative, but I grew up in the 90s. There was just more paper in the 90s. Paper was big, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, find a piece of paper, sheesh.
No, no one has it. They're on their damn phone.
I think we have some construction papers in the art supply thing.
I think so too. I'm just not very hungry.
Not very hungry.
The sausage is not good.
Well, I did just make the whole dinner.
That was so good. The cabbage. Ugh.
I had a lot of leftovers.
We've also got corn if you corn cob if you want to chop any of that up and put it in there.
No.
Not in the crock pot.
When we do the corn, we just do the loose cans of corn.
We got to use the corn cob. No one eats the corn cob. It's too good. It's too
The
inconvenient.
corn cobs are like problematic heating up
That's a good point too.
because the cob of the corn gets like way hotter.
It's not that there's less paper available for me, it's that there's less types of paper. Never heard of wax paper, for example.
Mm.
Wax paper I've had on that one sausage that I ate, and like I guess I've seen it on cheeses. Um Lifesavers hard candies have that what I assume is wax paper,
Yeah.
but we had that recently.
I wonder if parchment paper is like type of wax paper.
Oh, did any of those VTuber girls eat bars of soap? That's what I was crazy
Oh yeah.
about. That's so good.
Oh yeah.
Irish Spring bar of
If
soap.
you flavor
phenomenal.
something, then a kid ate it.
There was the most fucked up soap I had was soap that I got from a garage sale.
Not flavor the soap, but like make it scented like a.
Yeah, it was shaped like a strawberry and didn't smell like a real strawberry, but I gobbled that up. There was a lemon one too and a lime. I love garage sales.
Like those scented markers you got, you're gonna eat those.
I was really
I knew
tempted.
you would.
The banana one is so good. It's not lemon, it's banana, and it's actually really tasty.
Tasty as in smell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not,
I was gonna say it's gonna taste like marker.
I
It's
know
not
what it's,
gonna.
I know what it will taste like. I remember the taste of marker. That's
Yeah.
also another thing I put in my mouth.
Hello, clown man.
Hello, clown man.
We're talking about eating paper and scented objects.
Mm-hmm. See, I ate paper, soap, bar soap. Liquid soap was like an immediate nah. That's bad.
Liquid soap ain't. Nah.
They don't know what they're doing. Um,
Can't put that on a sandwich.
yeah. Ooh, I wonder if there's like a list, a tier list of Pico items.
Pico. Yeah. I think dirt is really high from what I've heard.
I didn't have dirt because I know that that can contain like salmonella or something because worms play in it.
I mean, wants to know how paper tastes.
Okay, this is Pico from Newgrounds. Eating paper, how does it taste?
Depends on the
Printer,
type.
yeah, printer paper tastes pretty neutral. It can be filling. Construction paper is more bitter. Even more bitter than that is lined college paper. So it's my least favorite.
I like that you've. This search is indicating you've already clicked on the Pico tier list.
Oh yeah, it's the Newgrounds guy.
Okay. Like you frequently go to the Pico tier list.
Is it Pico or Pika? Pika.
I've heard dirt is the reason. Yeah, the salmonella risk in like Ebola and stuff is why people with pica are like, I want to eat dirt because it looks so tasty, but they can't have it because eating random dirt is risky.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it depends where you live. Like, you live in any city on Earth, there's a high chance that the dirt in your area has like a higher concentration of lead in the dirt, like lead per million or whatever. So eating dirt in cities is also riskier because of lead.
I know that when I looked up handling earthworms, I was discouraged from it. So I don't know what's going on there. Wait, wait, what are you? You are purple with a red nose and actually love the cheeseburger outfit design. I guess I'm a clown girl. I'm saying I guess because she's not moving or anything, so it doesn't feel right to claim her just yet, but I drew a clown girl a while ago and I didn't want to use my webcam because it's just too much to think about how my stupid face looks, how my stupid hair looks. Sometimes I'll wear like the same thing the next day and it's like, oh my gosh, is someone gonna be like, oh, you're gross. It's like, yeah, I'm gross, whatever, and whatever.
She's very
So,
cute. No more.
shut up. Gross. Anywho, so yeah, I'm like a clown. It was fan art I made for my Stardew Valley character. I can pull it up. Let's see. Because it's got the actual character in it.
Yeah, you did the burger dress in game, right?
Yeah, this was the original art of it where I made this character and then I found the burger shirt in game and I thought, oh, I want to draw that as like a layered design. And I think it worked out pretty well. So this is my clown girl. And this is the one, this is just what I used, I guess. Alternatively, I could have used my duck girl, but like,
I like the flower in the shoe touch.
yeah, there's some, I was overruled.
For what?
Asphyxiated clown girl, that's why she's purple. She's purple because I want to be purple. I think my first Stardew Valley character was just straight up purple, and then I made her a duck girl, but I always come back to purple. Like in Animal Crossing. Oh, in Animal Crossing, my character's purple. I wonder if I can find that. It's real. My dog girl is purple. I don't think I have anything. I think it's in my other folder. Yeah, I don't think it's my art folder because I haven't drawn her. Unfortunate. William Afton. Oh yeah, that guy is a different type of purple. He murdered all them kids or whatever. And is he the guy who put them in the costumes? I'm very spotty on Five Nights at Freddy lore. Well, thank you, Clown Man. I want to be yeah. Okay. So did he physically do it or did he have someone do it for him? That's crazy. What a hard worker. So, in Five Nights at Freddy's, as I know, dolls are like possessed by dead children, and they were like stuffed into the dolls or something.
Mm-hmm.
Dolls, the animatronics. Yeah. But that's about all I knows for the most part.
Someday you'll have to watch like a full lore dump.
Yeah, I think with that I'm giving it some time and just letting everything settle because there's probably some projects in the works. Like I know that one game came out with the cute crocodile guy, Montgomery or something. So just gotta let the lore settle and then have someone make something about it. No, I think he physically did that. That's impressive. And it's not just a theory, it's a game theory. I don't know what that means.
Patrick.
Okay. I didn't watch any of his videos. I don't think I got the humor.
He's a silly guy.
That's good. I know that when I first heard people that I knew talking about him, they seemed to really not like him, so I thought he was like an unscrupulous fellow, but he just seems, from what I've seen afterwards, just
it could have just been because he was like more new and like if your friend's like a millennial and it's like Zoomer humor, you just be like, it's not funny.
Okay, I think that was what was going on.
It could just be that.
I cannot believe MatPat is in both FNAF movies. There's two of them? I thought there was just one. That's nice that he's in that. He's just a theater kid. He's plenty. That's plenty. Okay.
Well, I'm familiar. I like a lot of VTubers, and they're all theater kids.
The theater kids in high school where I went, they were also uh not they were very Christian. To the point where at one point one of the kids he kept arguing with this okay, so honors bio, ninth grade, evolution section of the class comes up. I don't know what this guy's title was, but he was some sort of educator, and he came over and he talked about evolution with us while our regular teacher was still there. I guess he's just there to help out or whatever. He knew how to talk about it to kids, and this theater kid, he was going back and forth. It was so annoying. So I wasn't super in love with our theater kids. They were very debatey. They were nice, but a bit too much in a direction that I didn't like. Some of them were nice. The ones that kind of just squawked about their interests and stuff, like Wicked and stuff. This was like well before the movie. So I'm sure they're losing their shit now that Wicked has like 2 movies. Being a theater kid and Christian is funny considering the history of theater as an art form. Yeah, I'm sure it's intertwined with a lot of things that would come across as contradictory or whatever, or difficult to juggle. I like to think that they've all mellowed out. Specifically one.
I think everyone has.
Of course, yeah, they have to, I guess.
If I meet someone and I'm like, "Hey, how were you? Like, what kind of person were you in school?" Right? I don't think I've heard anyone be like, "I was awesome." And then they're like, "Yeah, me when I was in school, I was so cool and awesome." Everyone's like, "I was terrible."
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I suck now. You should have seen me in elementary school. I was going crazy.
I can't imagine wanting to ever admit it though, if that was the top of the mountain.
You should have seen me on the monkey bars. They don't even exist anymore. They're too dangerous.
Mellow yellow. Isn't that like Mountain Dew mellow yellow? I don't like Mountain Dew.
It could be like Sprite adjacent, maybe like more lemony,
I like
more
Sprite.
carbonation lemony.
I haven't had mellow yellow in over 10 years.
The only like dead soda that I remember is we used to drink a lot of Surge, and that was, sheesh, Surge was crazy.
I never had Surge, maybe.
They're like, how much sugar can we put in one can? Crazy on that.
I don't even know mellow yellow was an actual thing. Let me see.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Citrus flavored caffeinated soft drink from Coca-Cola introduced in 1979 as a competitor to Mountain Dew. So this is the AI summary, but competitor to Mountain Dew makes a lot of sense. I don't remember it looking like this. Oh, no.
One of those modern rebrands. They just put letters.
I vaguely remember this. Did I drink this shit? I don't know. This it? Is this real?
I mean, it looks very turn of millennium, late 90s, early 2000s.
This looks like a different brand. Like it's actually got a different name, but someone made fabricated these. Oh. Mountain Dew has been around since 79. Maybe. That was the AI summary, but it might. I keep on sounding rude when I say your "Stay for You" sticker. Your voice sounds like it fit with your OC. That's good. I think that's a good thing. I don't think you sound rude. I think my vocal registry can change, so I don't know if that'll be something where it always fits with the character, but I know that my natural register I feel like my natural register is even deeper than this. So
I think this is your comfortable register. You go deep and loose with your the bassiness in your voice when you're like comfortable.
yeah.
Like if you have to make a phone call, you go upper register.
Yeah, it's there's times where I finish the phone call and I'm like, oh, I like switch registers and it's with
Yeah.
my mentor, so it's like she probably noticed.
Whenever you're on an official duty, you talk from the middle of your voice. You talk more like soft and gentle.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's your official voice.
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much, so I don't really know where I always come from, but I'm kind of thinking about it lately. So yeah, that's why I do like having a less feminine looking character. I think that's more fitting for me.
Sorry, what? I was
Um,
thinking.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. I never hear of this drink. Mellow Yellow? Sometimes you can say the wrong thing and not realize. Oh, of course, absolutely. I'm always saying stuff and I'm like, "Oh gosh. I have a tummy ache." Someone takes what you say the wrong way. You're probably fine if you apologize.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You said something about feminine, and I didn't hear those sentence before that.
I was thinking so how I interpreted what he said, it was that my I look at my clown girl and she looks a bit boyish. Not like a
She
little
looks
bit boyish.
tomboy. Like she's identifiably female to me, or like a young tomboy girl.
Yeah, so I interpret it as I don't have like the voice matching would be that it's not a not I don't want to say not a very feminine voice because I think there is some feminine quality and some discerning feminine quality, but something closer to tomboy I think is probably fitting. Tomboyish. There you go.
Is there going to be any color in the eyes here?
Yeah, I don't really know how I want to render these. I don't have a way to render things that's super fun, so I kind of just fuck with stuff until I'm
And
sick
the
of it.
Monroe hair. Oh, Marilyn Monroe hair.
She does have the Monroe hair, so that points towards femininity. Yeah, I don't really love the hair all that much. Let me see if I can open it up for here. Oh wait, let me get the other image. I don't super love how I've drawn the hair here. I just tried to base it off of this. But I can see some Monroe shapes. I think if I could do it again, I would do maybe something rounder and then take this weight and remove it and shift it down here, or just maybe change the mass distribution probably. That's generally where a lot of issues are, just where's the mass?
Yeah, the hamburger shirt's probably my favorite part.
I love it.
Hamburger shirt's amazing. Someone should make that shirt. It'd be expensive because it's like layers of material. I don't know how it would hold up, but the layers are pretty cool.
Top personality, I believe. Looking at that shirt, I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger day. Yeah, the whole reason I drew her is because of this shirt, really. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't have drawn her.
Anytime I do like that he made the shoes
pots with a flower in
like
it.
Planter material, not like pots, but like that fabric that you put
Oh.
It's like I don't know if it's like hemp fabric that you can put like potted plant in starter plants if you mean. Then you bury them with the fabric around it.
Something like that, yeah. We've used it before. I know what you mean, I just don't know the word for it. Yeah,
It's
that
like
one
a
was a
biodegradable type thing.
yeah, that one was a last minute addition. So I don't mind cutting it off because it was very like it was like 0 calories to think of that, but I do like the idea of it. Yeah, when looking back.
It's been a while since I've seen Popeye. I did watch Popeye growing up a little bit. It wasn't current when I was growing up. I'm not that old, but they had it on like might have been Nickelodeon. They had like reruns of it in the 90s.
Yeah, I think Nickelodeon did a lot of super old shows like that.
Yeah. Oh, was it Nick at Night?
Probably.
It might have been Nick at Night that would do like super old. I know they had like I Love Lucy on
Gilligan's
Nickelodeon.
Island.
Yeah, it was weird because it was a kids channel, but Nick at Night was like aimed toward like older people.
Super old.
It's very unusual.
I don't think Popeye ever reached Latin America.
Popeye was fine. You didn't miss much because Popeye's kind of like a psychotic cartoon. It's a very crazy cartoon. Nothing really makes sense. There's just this big guy who keeps committing like assault and kidnap. No one is calling the cops on him.
Like Blordo or Blorbo, he just keeps kidnapping Olive Oil,
He
who's
just keeps
Popeye's
committing
wife.
crime.
And then Popeye has to go rescue her, and at some point he has to eat the spinach, and that makes him really strong. They also have Popeye and Olive Oil also have a kid. I don't know what the kid does. I imagine it just gets into antics.
Man's on the BoJack Horseman train.
BoJack Houseman.
I think
Yeah,
it's because you're
my
your
horse.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Well,
to
take it
do.
as a compliment, okay? The horse is attractive.
That's good.
He's well drawn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the shading something that I like it to be, but it's hard. I have to go look up a horse reference at some point, just fiddle with it.
I think your horse is looking fine.
I don't want to be super accurate with the shading because I don't want it to be. There's been times where I got as accurate as I could or realistic as I could with one section of a subject matter, and then I didn't have energy for anything else, and it probably didn't look bad, but it pissed me off because there's just it looked like, oh, this is realistic, and then this isn't.
We should
Oh.
put some bot commands on your channel. Exclamation mark social.
Social.
And link your Tumblr and your. We have a lot of art online that people can look at if they want to.
I think it's all on Tumblr.
You posted some to Blue Sky.
It's all the same stuff, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because I don't know how I feel about Blue Sky. I just kind of post there because it's there. But
You put it in multiple places, and people have a preferred platform, they can just use that.
Tumblr's my current favorite place because that's got all like a bunch of people that I like on it.
Yeah, I think if you streamed more and you wanted to like keep going with it, probably put like your stuff in more places.
Trying to think where. There was that one website that I haven't used lately. It's people don't seem to talk about it very much, unfortunately. It's called Inkblot. Inkblot was like supposed to be an art uploading website. I think they got a some revamp recently, and I couldn't really find where to upload things, and I was having a very short attention span day, so I didn't really use it. But I also, a lot of stuff lately just hasn't been, it's been kind of scattered. It's been stuff where it's like, oh, it's just a character on a gray thing and it's not as polished as it could be, so I haven't uploaded it to that website. I think that website's for more finished things. What's that?
What you can do right now, you can just throw your link of your Tumblr in there if you want to see. We'll set up
it should be
on
Twitch.
the description.
Yeah, it's on the description somewhere.
Okay.
That one's got that's probably my oldest stuff. What I mean is I've been on the internet for a long time. I have made and deleted 1,000,000,001 social media accounts. So this This Tumblr is my oldest, but it used to be, I used to have a couple blogs that I tried to juggle. So I don't know how that works, actually,
Is
now
there
that
a
I think
place that
about
has
it.
all of your stuff? Like,
I,
probably not, right?
like how, what's all?
I guess all the stuff that I've seen.
Oh gosh, no.
Like, you know, the picture you drew that I always use as my image, like avatar, the
I think I've got that one.
eyeball family. I love eyeball family.
Oh yeah. Mm, let's see. This is the oldest thing I've got here, but Eyeball Family is on the same row.
I use this for everything. I love this. Eyeball for all family.
And my Tumblr has that, but now I'm not sure which blog it has. I don't really know how to use Tumblr.
Hmm.
But I put everything on one Tumblr. I've been doing that for a couple years now, but before that I tried to keep things separate. I had a blog for my Pokemon stuff and then a blog for everything else, but one day it was like day 3 or 4 into the first art fight I ever did, and I realized I was uploading to the wrong blog, and I was like, just fuck it. Then I put a link to the blog that I was going to upload to on the blog that I um had for fewer artworks, and I just said I'm just gonna merge these. I can't physically do it, but if you come here, the most recent post will be a link to the blog that I'll use. Inkblot is how I describe the Rorschach.
You try again.
Rorschach. Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Rorschach. Oh, I've already forgotten what I said. I'll just call it Rorschach. And people can correct me for engagement.
I thought it was gonna be a video game character. I don't know if I'm hallucinating because my first console was an NES, like the original. Was there? I think I feel like I played a Popeye game one time. I don't know if it was NES or I feel like there was like a crappy Popeye game. Maybe not.
Let me Google angry
Hallucination.
video game nerd pop poopeye.
I don't know Popeye.
Poopeye.
That's Pink Eye. 1982 Popeye NES game. I was not hallucinating. I didn't play a ton of it. Yeah, I remember it existing.
I'm gonna get rid of the AVGN portion and just put Popeye video game 1982.
Oh, you don't got rid of it. It probably wasn't very good.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to see the art.
Yeah, it's a generic platforming game. It looked like it was just ripping off of Donkey Kong, like super hard. Like the level structure.
Mm.
It looks very much like Donkey Kong. And also there was like a Mario game that had this level structure. Not one of the mainline Mario games, but there was like a side Mario game.
I think I've played that. I think a lot of handheld Mario games, or a couple of them had that as like an alternate game you could play. Let's see. I owned Super Mario 2?
I think it was like a versus mode or something with Mario that had the structure like this.
Well, what's the game where Mario has the cape?
Cape, Super Mario World, I think might be the first. I mean, it's Super Mario World or Super Mario 3. 'Cause I think
This is
3
the one.
did 3 have the cape?
In World, he has the cape.
No, 3 was the Tanuki suit.
Oh,
right?
oh. Is it Mario 3.
What are we looking for?
I want to find the name of that game because I played that game. I liked it. It felt
You don't
hard.
got it. It's fine. We're going down.
Now we're getting distracted.
We're going down a rabbit hole here.
Yeah, it did look like this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was hard about it was that it was kind of not interesting visually, so it was difficult to focus on it. Mario versus Wario. I don't know, a lot of video games. This was like a game that looked like Donkey Kong, and it was just like a very one. It was one map platform, and the enemies would change in difficulty, and they could go the they could pass from one side of the map to the other.
Oh, y'all can be lost because I think both of us have insane video game history knowledge.
I imagine there's going to be too much overlap.
I played NES, SNES, and 64 era, Xbox, Dreamcast. I skipped all the PlayStations, so I don't know anything about any PlayStation games. Me and my brother were Dreamcast, and then after Dreamcast, we were all PC. From the 2000s on, we were all PC.
I had a handful of Game Boy Advance and Game Boy SP games, and I actually did play. I don't know what system this was, but it had Mischief Makers, Yoshi's Story.
I'll play a video game reboot on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh God, that sounds.
Who's the market for that? The overlap of people that own Nintendo Switch and know of Popeye.
2020. Wait, no, hold on. 20. The same Wikipedia page opened up, so I'm trying to navigate that. Okay, this is about the copyright
Searched for Switch in the search term.
in here.
When you originally searched, did you include Switch?
Yeah, yeah.
2 years ago.
I guess I don't know what I'd want to look for.
Yeah.
Switch exclusive Popeye game. Holy. Ew.
It looks like a Roblox game,
Yeah.
kind of. Well, they can't do the Switch graphically probably has to sacrifice some things.
Sure.
Why is he smiling? This guy's a monster.
He
Pluto is a
Answer.
monster.
just kept
Don't
kidnapping
believe
olive
that
oil.
smile. Does he like hang out with Popeye as friends?
Oh my
He's
God.
like, sorry, I keep kidnapping and trying to R-word your girl. Sorry about that. God. Can I give a link to this video real quick? You can try. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the chat will do to links if we have it set up in some specific way.
Mm-hmm. I won't be able to play the video through my setup right now.
Try to. Just curious.
Double click. Doesn't highlight immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
So I thought I turned on the feature to treat links as clickable.
Mm.
It might be a hotkey combination like control click or some such.
All right, 20 minutes. Is there anything specific I'm looking for in this?
I think this is just a review of, like an overview of the game.
Oh, alongside the 4 years ago. Watch it, share it. Oh, okay.
We'd have to set up some stuff. We'd have to get a browser source set up such that she's not leaking like all of her shit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll get it ready for next time if you want.
Sure, if you want to. I don't know when next time will be. But yeah. Let's put it on watch later. It's there.
Start a list. Oh, Miyamoto's talking about the Popeye game?
Oh man.
Don't make that man like Popeye.
He's holding the he's
Oh,
holding the Donkey
okay.
Kong.
I don't want Miyamoto knowing about Popeye.
He's talking about Popeye.
No, don't do it.
They're making him talk about Popeye. They're making his old ass talk about.
Stick with Pikmin. It's nicer. No one's getting kidnapped in Pikmin. Actually, they might.
What?
I think I only watched my brother play Pikmin on the original Dreamcast. I don't think I played it myself. But I know Miyamoto is like kind of the driving force behind Pikmin. It's like his favorite passion project.
Mm. I was laughing and learned at the video.
Real Chad horse here.
Mm-hmm.
Chad horse.
It ought to be.
You're getting pretty close on most of these characters.
Do you think so? I feel like I'm a billion miles away.
I mean, you have different standards to finishing.
Yeah, I don't have like a clear end goal.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I switched to using Sprite or that binary brush for the last thing I did is just so I could just edit colors quickly because I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
These guys on the video will play some bad games and explain what make them bad.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of like angry video game nerd-esque type channels.
That one for me? Is that to me?
Yeah, you've seen an angry video game nerd.
Oh yeah. I binged a lot of his catalog actually.
And you were formative when like Let's Plays were becoming like a thing, right?
Yeah, I was on Something Awful. I really liked Retsu Prey, but I also just watched some normal Let's Plays. There was some of the Let's Plays where it's not video format, it's screenshot.
Yeah. Yeah, Let's Plays were like back before there was good content. It was like most of the old internet was like, oh, doing a Let's Play.
I think my favorite one was by I almost remember their name, but it was a Pokemon ROM hack where the rival character was kind of a pervert. He kept flirting with the main character. I don't know if it changes if you pick a boy character. It was whatever. I think Slow Beef still posts. Slow Beef from Retsu Prey.
Hmm.
I know he had a kid and he was in marketing, but that was like forever ago when he had a kid and he was in marketing. He was talking about what's it called? Sans Undertale game. Undertale.
Dave Pickney's dog.
Look, they okay.
Is that an artist?
Yeah, who's this character?
When you go to copy, it always highlights the
Yeah.
message.
Dave Pickley, Captain Underpants. I read I owned some Captain Underpants because I got it at the Scholastic Book Fair, so I probably read even more Captain Underpants. I never read Dogman because I think I was not too old, but I think at the time Dogman came out, it was kind of not my time anymore. Like I'd stopped reading Captain Underpants and stuff. But yeah, I remember reading Captain Underpants.
Hmm.
That was fun. I read some Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I read that when it wasn't a book. It used to be on a similar website to one of those educational games websites. So like a lot of my peers would be playing Lemonade Stand on cool math games, and I was reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid when it was all digital uploads for the most part, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's actually I don't have any kids books I want to reread, but there's some young adults books that I'm like getting kind of curious about, but I want them in a physical form, but they're expensive. Well, one's $30, one's like $50. So I don't.
Which franchises are you thinking?
I'm thinking of Chris Wooding. It's not. I don't know if I can open up both of these. Storm Thief and Poison. Here we go.
The image on the screen?
Yeah. Wait. What? Oh, trying to do control again. Is the description any good too?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this book and
Why these? What about them makes you want to go back and read? Have you read them before?
um it might be nostalgia.
You just
But
remember seeing them?
I remember reading them, you know.
Oh, okay, so you have read them. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
These were the books from my, I guess, childhood that I might want to read. I had them a couple years ago, but I got rid of them when we moved because they were taking up space. But these were fun. Let's see.
That's okay. These books are obscure even to Americans.
Warrior Cats, Geronimo Stilton. I have a Warrior Cats friend in high school. She acted out Warrior Cats with her Beanie Baby plushies. She for her senior project, she actually did a Warrior Cats comic, and I was actually kind of pissed at her, not to her face about it, but I wanted to do a comic. I just thought, oh, that wouldn't be allowed. I did some dumb shit with radiation, whatever. Yeah, she did a Warrior Cats comic for her senior project.
Warrior Cats is probably the most popular of those, especially among people online. Like a
Mhm.
lot of VTubers and stuff. They're like, yeah, Warrior Cats. I just started role playing as a cat with my friends.
Yeah, sometimes I click on Warrior Cats videos. There's this one person, I think their name's like Moon Kitty or something. They have a funny voice. Not like it's a very distinct voice. It's very cartoony. I don't know if that's offensive or not, but they talk about Warrior Cats lore, and I like it.
Hmm.
It's I don't 100% get it. I don't know. It seems like being a kitty pet's really cool, but I think if you're a kitty pet, you lose your soul.
What? Why?
You just don't get to join Star Clan or something. Star Clan is like where
Oh,
they.
okay. This is in lore. I thought you lose your soul like in real life. I was like, what the hell?
Hmm.
You become cursed if you play as a cat.
Yeah, I never read any of the Warrior Cats books.
And there's got to be big video essay about Warrior Cats.
I think there was semi recently some drama. I saw a thumbnail where it's a Warrior Cats fan animation that was somewhere along the lines of like over like they promised too much and they didn't deliver. I think someone was probably a pervert too. That's always happening in these. There's always someone being a pervert, but I think they just had a product that didn't really deliver as well. Yeah, he's still doing stuff, so that's cool.
And at the customizations I was doing for that model, you could say your character is a warrior cat.
I'm Warrior Cat. Yeah, she so for senior project you just during 12th grade you have a series of deliverables and then you have the final big project, and yeah, she did a comic for it. Ultimately, it's just, hey, here's a huge stretch of time. Can you continue doing small tasks until you complete a big task? And like you could argue that, oh, it has to be something more serious, but if she wanted to make comics growing up, then it would be serious because it'd be in line with her career ambitions, because that's what it was about. It was about exploring career ambitions. This one girl was like, she was doing something with prosthetics, and it looked really cool and useful. Kind of outclassed everyone. That was her thing. But I mean, if you said your career ambitions were to do comic art or make comic books or whatever, then yeah, you could do a comic book. As long as you meet all the deliverables throughout the year, no problem. I didn't think, like, I thought you had to have something in quotes serious. I didn't think because my parents were like not into art as a career, so to me that didn't even register.
What if you want to be a career kitty cat?
Yeah, that girl, the girl I'm talking about had a very kind, supportive mom.
Hmm.
So.
Is this one of the friends you still talk to, or?
No,
Oh.
she's the one who has the bad period cramps. She's the one who taught me that. Wow, that can really mess you up. Because I didn't know it could get that bad. She had to like skip school days sometimes.
All right. It's just funny that you said the one with the bad period cramps. Like I don't remember that.
I would tell you, I reference her sometimes.
Like I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
We were in floral arrangement class together.
Wow.
I didn't have any more electives that I needed. I think that was 12th grade, so I just had. It hurts to call it a joke of a class. It was an easy class. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it still feels kind of mean to call a class easy, but it was pretty chill. I mean, so it was one of those electives where there's like kind of a lot of ninth graders and 10th graders and stuff. But that was also the class where they had animals there. So sometimes there'd be like a chicken incubator, a baby chick incubator. There was a
What kind of
chinchilla.
school did you go to? Yeah, a chicken incubator?
Yeah, it was like one day we all just got to go look at some chickens sitting in the corner of the class in an incubator. There was a chinchilla. I got to touch a chinchilla. Very soft. They're
Yeah.
not joking.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of classes had like a class rodent.
I want to be unemployed. I mean, she could at least have something to do while she's bored. And there's a lot of people who are employed who are like, I hate my fucking job and I want to explode. I had a book that was based on a character that entered the public domain at the time, and it was not a horror story, which I was not expecting it to be. Did you like it? Was it good? Was it Mickey? Was it Mickey Mouse?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. I mean, I wound up doing nothing with radiation, so no problem.
You didn't even get irradiated.
I got a little styrofoam circle thing from a radiologist because you had to meet with a professional in the field as part of your deliverables.
A radiologist is a good gig.
Yeah, I didn't really want it. My parents, my dad was just like, he wanted me to do something serious, but I didn't give a shit. I'm kind of glad I didn't become a nurse. Oh my goodness.
I think you would have excelled as a nurse. You have a lot of nurse vibes, honestly.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's good. Nurses are generally good people.
Yeah. I think I got the energy for it.
Yeah. You don't mind being on your feet a lot.
Oh no, that was my retail job. I was all feet all the time.
A 100-Acre Kingdom.
Oh, here we go. It was Winnie the Pooh. Okay, and then Ave says Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was probably the most disappointing use of public domain I've ever had the displeasure to witness. I didn't watch that. I saw Moist Critical review it. I think I recall him being similarly displeased. I'm hoping that's right. If not, then like whatever. I'm sure it was bad. I disavow. The name of the book was The 100-Acre Kingdom. Well, there you go. Okay, yeah, it was Winnie the Pooh. Huh. My only familiarity with Winnie the Pooh, I think I watched a little bit of like a TV show. The vibes were very gentle on that Winnie the Pooh show. It wasn't really up my alley because
You mean the original? Like,
I don't think it was original. Oh, I'm not even gonna be able to Google this.
yeah, I watched Winnie the Pooh growing up.
Mm. It might have been the original, but it was very slow and gentle. So
Yeah, it was. I mean, Winnie the Pooh the show was essentially just a kids show.
I didn't vibe with it because I was just sitting there waiting for it to be over so I could watch Yu Yu Hakusho, and then of course my
Yeah.
husbando Roni Kenshin, before he was ripped from us because the creator is a bad person.
I ended up reading all of the published manga of Rurouni Kenshin. So there was a bunch of arcs that didn't make it to the anime at the time.
Yeah, I think it got to the guy who's covered in bandages. He looks so cool. Was it from Disney? Oh, bother. My parents say I loved Winnie the Pooh as a youngin', but I have no recollection of it. Probably good though. Seems like a parent thing to do. Like, oh, you used to love this.
Yeah, that's all the time. Parents would be like, "Do you remember when you were 3 and you loved this thing?" It's like, no.
I'll never get over my parents being like, "Well, yeah, we took you to either Disney World or Disneyland," and I was like, "Oh," and it was when I was a baby. Like that doesn't count.
I think I remember your parents asking you once if you remembered something when you were 2 years old.
I
You were
love
like, no,
that.
I was 2 years old.
I
I
love
don't
that shit.
remember anything.
That's demented.
Yeah, Toy Story's great.
Oh yeah. I remember watching that back when I lived in base housing in Biloxi, Mississippi. Felt good back then. Probably still feels good to just watch it. I think a lot about the scene where the pizza
Oh yeah,
delivery car is station wagon is driving to the arcade. That scene is like very nostalgic.
I remember the arcade. Like the colors and lights were very memorable. Like it was like dark with neons and stuff.
Never did get to watch it. I think it's probably worth a watch. Toy Story.
Toy Story? Yeah, it's a classic.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't think I was particularly attached to any characters, but I could see Woody as a comfort character. He was just a really
Were you attached to
swell
any
guy.
anime characters like
I don't think
Dog Boy? What was his name?
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha? Or...
I couldn't get into Inuyasha. I think I just didn't find him very cute. I thought he was a cat.
We
and I
loved
was
you loved the show Yu Yu Hakusho. Were any of the characters you liked?
up my alley.
You
No.
liked the ninja guy with what with like a third eye, right? And Yu Yu Hakusho. What was his name?
I didn't find any of them husbando material.
Hmm.
I liked the show. I liked the show. Probably a lot of it's because my brother liked the show.
Eddie Boop was a dog.
Is that like a good dog? Is that like dog? Like she's a dog or she's a dog? Is she a dog? Probably a good watch, but it's Disney and I'm not willing to sacrifice my dignity and fight. You could just steal it, right?
Yeah.
It's not required watching, but you steal shit. I won't judge.
You ever have a date night?
Oh
You
yeah.
want like a movie to watch that she hasn't seen, you haven't seen? Good, Toy Story.
Yeah. That's a good idea, yeah. I'm heading off. I'm getting tired. Good night, clown man.
Yeah, it's after 11. We might start wrapping up here, right?
It'd be a good idea. I do kind of want to read some fan fiction.
We gotta clean up dinner a little bit, right?
We gotta get the okay. We gotta put everything in containers. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I guess I made some progress. It's impossible to tell because there's no end date.
Yeah.
There's shapes happening. That's good. Still got the arrow for when I need to clean up his ear. Worked on Sebastian a bit. I think I prefer that ear. More than the thinner one that I had laid out. Yeah, that's changes I've made today. I think it is an improvement to move his eye up. I'm not sure. What's here? See, we got these mega candy buttons. Very nice. This is disgusting.
It looks like some water got in the packaging. to be honest with you.
Yeah, if this was sour, it looks like a tongue. It's nasty. If this was sour, I'd be eating it. Don't save this. This disgusting game. Popeye is kind of disgusting. He's not as disgusting as the Smurfs. I am pissed at the Smurfs. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh yeah! Oh, I don't know the reference.
A Kool-Aid thing? No.
I can almost hear it being Kool-Aid Man, but you playing a video, Smurf. I would not play no Smurf video. I'm mad at the Smurfs right now. They're on my crap list.
Until they apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Smurf apologize.
It's not even Papa Smurf. He's fine. I don't know what's wrong. I think it's that guy from Reddit who made the weird AI Smurf stuff. He's got to apologize. He really upset me. I'm going off on the Smurf since last stream. Yeah, I have, and I'm gonna keep going on.
She's fixated on this AI-generated Smurf video someone made.
Some pervert made a video about a Smurf who tries to become a human, and like, you can. It's not just like, oh, it's a girl who wants, or a Smurf who wants to become a girl. It's like a Smurf who wants to become a Giga Bimbo, and just.
We all.
I don't need to
all
see
wanna
it.
be a Giga Bimbo.
I don't need you making AI soft core of yourself turning into a Giga Bimbo
Hell yeah.
and smooching what characters that look like they're from video games, League of Legends video games.
I'm about to turn from blue to periwinkle.
And then at one point she had that nasty sponge skin. The AI didn't know what to do. It didn't know how to render like.
We should show that video. There's nothing. There's no nudity in the video. There's no explicit things in the video. It's just you watch the video and you're like, this guy's jerking his shit to this.
Yeah, I'm watching someone's wank material, and they're acting like I don't know. You know, people are always making filth, clown man. They're out there. Okay. Anyway, I have to go do stuff and then go to bed.
Thanks for hanging out.